Hey, it's Michael Saul, also known as Tiny, with the video for the week of February 11th, 2013. No webcam today, even though 85% of you that answered the survey did say that you preferred seeing my lovely face, but I'm just not in the mood today. Just got back from the hospital. I had another kidney stone. So I had my first one in the middle of December, but I was sick this week, as those in the chat room know, and must have got dehydrated and got another one, and I still have one to go. There's still one in the kidney, 2 millimeters, and they say it may leave, it may not leave, but with my luck, it'll probably leave, but it's not that big, so hopefully that'll pass as well. The one I went to the hospital for looked like it passed into the bladder, so no pain medications or anything like that, which I'm glad, because I really only like to use that stuff when I really need it. But just completely sucks. Ruined my day, ruined my wife's day, ruined my friend's day who came and picked me up and drove me there. And so anyway, this will be short and sweet tonight. And of course, if you want more coverage, go to the newsletter, which, by the way, the time is running out on that newsletter. It's going to be a pay service very shortly. March 1st, rather, not May 1st, March 1st latest, but there's a chance that it's going to be sooner. And we had another couple of nice winners last week, or at least a couple of winners. The options trade was 125% winner in about a day and a little bit more than a day. And the ETF trade was out for a point. So it's not a great trade because I think we risked a little bit more than that, but it was a entry and exit signal trade. So once we get the exit signal, we don't mess around with it. We just take it out. So anyway, not to brag, and past performance is not indicative of future results. We have called losers in the newsletter. It is completely transparent. You can go and look at all the past newsletters and see how we've been doing. So I sent the survey out this week. I got a lot of good comments. A lot of people were saying they want more trades. A lot of people saying they want less trades. I don't know how you can really do less. I'm really not putting out that many, but and it's not on purpose. We're being very selective, especially now with the way the market is acting. And we'll get to that in a second. But sign up for you don't have to sign up for the newsletter. You just have to go to the page, the URL, and you can download the newsletter as they come out. So anyway, let's talk about why I am cautious on the upside here. The S&P 500 new highs, good. Still think they're going to the 2007 highs. Okay, that's the first thing. So I don't, that's really not that big of a problem, with the exception of volume. Now Friday. And this is the SPY volume, but if we go to the NYSE volume, you'll see it was really low, and the NASDAQ volume. And that's because of the blizzard. In my opinion, a lot of people left early, so wasn't, or they were saying they were going to leave early, so not a lot of work was getting done. But we did manage to close at multi-year highs. Now, we're extended here. We have some glaring divergences. One of them is the McClellan oscillator, okay, which we talk about in the newsletter. Junk bonds are also not confirming. We also have some other things that we talk about in the canaries in the coal mine section in Monday's update. So be sure to read it. I'm still working on it, actually, but it'll be done in about an hour and hopefully posted by 11 p.m. Eastern. But it may not be, because sometimes the woman I have who does the posting, she doesn't get to it till real early in the morning. So I'm going to try to switch that and try to get her to do it first thing as soon as she gets it, so some of you West Coasters who are up anyway can at least get a handle on what's going on. There is a new trade, so it's at least one new trade, so it's important to get your bearings, especially if you're on the West Coast. You're rolling out of bed at 6:25 in the morning, just to try to trade the 9:30 open. So anyway, the Qs were definitely the story for Friday, in that they finally broke out of this range here, but not that impressed. Number one, volume was lame, and we already blamed it on the blizzard, which is fine. So now let's see if the bulls will step up here. Also, I don't like the way it didn't quite close at the highs. And look, if it was a couple of ticks, it wouldn't be a big deal. But I mean, this was I don't know, the high was 13, so it did close 14 cents off the highs. I mean, it's not that bad, but still, if it's a real nice sharp breakout, I like to see it close up at the highs and obviously with good volume. So, quick look at some sectors. Semiconductors acting well, financials, they're pausing, but they're acting well with the brokers. They're leading out. All right, so what else is looking okay? You got the HMO here, just wow, cranking. Morgan Stanley Healthcare. See Aetna going. Couple ones speaking in the newsletter, and I'm definitely gonna use this video to scratch, to cry over spilled milk, scratch my scabs, whatever you want to call it. But we had Sturm Ruger, and we canceled it, and now of course it's hitting the first target. And RKT the same thing. This day canceled the trade for us. But if we would have had a little bit of stuck with itness, we would have had a nice gain on that too. So newsletter could be doing even better than what it's doing. So like I'm saying, it's no reason to brag. Missed two really nice ones. So anyway, check that out. Like I said, the free pilot program is coming to an end. So we're going to start charging for that. So you might as well get in while you can. And, I want to see how these divergences that I talked about shape up. I want to see if the bulls really mean it with the NASDAQ breakout. I want to see if they come in and get it going. I still think we're going to see those 2007 highs before the end of the first quarter. That's about still another month and a half. So, I think it's going to happen. But, I can't just completely ignore these divergences. It wouldn't be the smart move of any trader that does this on any sort of level that they want to make money on, right? So typically, there's some people that do this as a hobby. They say, "Oh, I'm in an investment club." Well, you know what? If you're gonna do this to make money, then it's always a profession. But anyway, on any level like that of doing this as a business, really something to definitely be concerned about. It's definitely not the times to come in with guns blazing. It is option expiration week. There is a bullish tendency for that, and there's still a chance that we do get that blow-off move to the upside, which would be nice, obviously, if you have them, if you're positioned before it, right? Or if you could catch it intraday as it's happening. That's it. Talk to everybody in the daily email or via the newsletter or in next week's video. Have a great trading week.